What's up, gang? How you doing tonight? Getting ready to head to bed pretty soon. Gotta get up and see if I'm going to be moving at all tomorrow. We got either some ice or some freezing rain or some snow or a mix of it all or something. So don't know if I'm going to be going in or what's going to happen tomorrow. But um, last night I was asking where do we go from here? And tonight I'm looking at another aspect of this. It's not just about where we go from here. It's how do we can have a vision of where we're going. And Proverbs says, without vision, the people perish. So you have to have some idea of where you're going. And that's the beginning. And anytime you begin a journey, anytime you've got a long uphill battle, and we do in this country, to reclaim who we are. And who we are, just to be clear, because there are going to be some people that always say they've got an agenda and they're going to try to pigeonhole you. To be real clear, who we are has nothing to do with ethnicity, has nothing to do with the amount of melanin in our skin, has nothing to do with gender. This is who we are, and it's real simple. We are the citizens of the United States of America. Doesn't matter what color you are, doesn't matter what religion you are, doesn't matter what economic status you are, we're the citizens. And, tonight I was sitting here getting a real kick out of what I was hearing about AOC and her interview full of lies the other night. And I would go into that, but honestly, enough people are going to do that. They're going to do it to death. What I want to stay on tonight is this. First of all, you got to stay positive, folks. It's rough. I know. It's like the Bible says in Psalm 23, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. We can feel after a long, difficult 2020 that we're walking into that valley of the shadow of death. We can feel like we're in the darkest days of dark days. I mean, I don't know about you, but this last year's been rough for me, for my family. But we might be going through difficult days. We might be going through that dark valley, but we're not going to stay there. This is not going to define us unless we let it. These difficult days, these mornings after the long struggle to get through the lockdowns, the long summer of riots and looting and burning and all that stuff, and the long campaign season, we can feel like we're let down, we're tired, we're worn out, the struggle, we fought the good fight and all that, and we can say now it's time to just sit back and let things happen. I'm here to tell you that's not the case, folks. We walk through the valley of the shadow of death. We walk through the dark valley. But it's like, I think it was James Russell Lowell that Martin Luther King was quoting in his Keep Moving speech when he says, if you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving. Folks, that's where we're at. We can be down and out. We can feel like bones scattered across a valley of death. We can feel like that. But over that ridge, over that hillside is the light of a new day. We've seen some pretty rough times in this country, and we can wonder how we're going to get through it. Well, I'm going to tell you, the first thing we've got to do as a country is begin to say enough. Enough letting the media and the politicians divide us. Most of us have enough common sense to know what it's going to take for us to work together. Most of us, honestly, have been working together our whole lives. You know, we've been working with Democrats and Republicans. We've been working with Catholic and Protestant and atheist and agnostic and Muslim and Jew. We've been working with different people our whole lives. We've been living, learning and existing with people that are totally different than us our whole lives. So what makes right now different? I think there are a few things. There are a few things that have this hitting us really hard right now. One is we're really sick to death of the pandemic and not knowing whether tomorrow's going to be another lockdown or whether we should wear 1 mask, 20 masks. We got all that, and that's a great big thing. We got mammoth division in this country. And we have one party that's unwilling to work with the other. They've been calling for unity, but they don't want it. I mean, this is the reality. Unity for one side means you give me everything I want. You surrender. And they don't understand that if you're going to build a coalition, if you're going to really build a government that is of, by, and for the people, it comes through working together and arguing and fighting hard over those difficult issues. But when the day's done, pat each other on the back and celebrate that we might have to compromise, but we're going to get stuff done. That's where we've got to get to. As a nation, as a person, as you're going through those difficult days, as you're flushing some of those emotions of the intense, emotional political season we've had. Or maybe you're flushing some of the fight or flight kind of adrenaline surge that afflicted us as we sat and watched our cities burn last year. Maybe some of those things are starting to wear off now and we're just feeling like, man, I don't have the energy to get out of bed. I'm here to tell you, it's those days that are the most important to get up and get out that door. Don't let that deep blue consume you. And I can only say that because I've been there, folks. I've been down. I've walked into that valley and in my prayers saying, God, just let me come be with you. This is too hard. I'm tired of adulting. I'm tired of being polite. I'm tired of putting one foot in front of the other with a smile when deep inside a part of me is dying or is hurting. But I'm here to tell you, we never are going to get out of this valley unless we keep moving. And that means getting up and getting out that door. And it sometimes means smiling when we don't want to smile. Sometimes it means listening to somebody we really don't want to listen to. But in the end, if we take those steps one at a time, we're going to climb that hillside. We're going to get to the light of a new day. And we're going to celebrate. Because that day's coming, folks. Nothing lasts forever. Truth crushed to earth will rise again. And that's where we're at. Maybe we feel crushed right now. Maybe we feel beat up. Maybe we feel like those bones laid across the floor of Ezekiel 37. But I'm going to tell you right now, God's going to breathe new life into those bones. It's going to breathe new life into you and into me. We just got to keep moving. And if we will do that, we're going to find the answers. We're going to find the truth because it's going to rise up again. And we're going to celebrate the light of a new day. I'm going to let you go. God bless you. God bless the United States of America, and we will talk to you tomorrow.